On that one.
Yes. On this one, the paint's...
How would you describe that car?
Gray.
Gray.
I was
Thank you,
thinking you were going to say with a big motor.
Oh.
You know, but...
Boy, was he roaring into.
Really?
You should have heard that. Now this one, this is a new one that came in. This is a Chevy, 34 Chevy, Alan Stroud. He's been to a few shows.
Also
nice
very
job
nicely
on that.
Yep.
I like the baby moons on that.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
You know, so many of the guys are going with the big tires, the 20-inch and all that kind of stuff and different things. I think it ruins the look. This is another of our members,
Mustang.
Linda and Linda Russ. Oh gosh, what the heck is her husband's name? I got it in my notes here. I remember hers because I have to get her an ID badge. 65 Mustang. Very clean. Look at this.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go. 59 Rambler Ambassador.
And you know, this is what I'm talking about. I mean, you know, who the heck is going to restore a 59 Rambler Ambassador?
Who's going to keep one?
That's going to be, that is cool as all get out.
You bet it is. You bet it is. But you figure how many people kept those?
Yeah.
They figure, that's never going to be worth anything. Well, look at this now.
Yeah.
Cobra.
And this is the 66 Cobra AC. It says 427 on it. Am I...
That's a possibility.
That's a possibility.
Yep.
That's a lot of motor for that car.
That is a lot of motor for that car.
That's Jeff Baranski.
But the real ones that are rare are the ones with the small block.
289.
Yeah, this is cool. 42 Plymouth.
That's Pete?
No, this is Dennis Ott.
Oh.
Dennis and his dad, Austin Ott, have the 42, 43, 44, 45. They had all these cars lined every year, vehicle in the antique. This is his wife's Camaro that she just got done. What year is it, Bill?
69.
All right.
Convertible.
69
Very
convertible.
nice.
And this is funny. This was Benson. Carol Benson and well, I'm forgetting the husband's names tonight. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll get to it in a minute.
Mustang.
I'll get to it in a minute. And this is Joe Croce. George Croce is the son.
Kind of a
George Croce's got the vet.
Neat color combination.
Very neat color combination. And a very clean
I'd like
Mustang.
to see the interior in that.
Yeah.
What they did with the interior.
Yeah, very clean Mustang and stuff. All brought to you in part by Keels and Wheels.
That guy?
Ooh. Lucky. We almost missed it.
Blow.
Rich and Carol Benson, this is funny. He brings the GMC Caballero.
Yeah.
And they've been bringing Carol's car because Carol got the Cutlass. Nice. Did a beautiful job on it. And she's been bringing the Cutlass. Finally, I see him pull in the Caballero, and I said, oh, you finally get to take yours out? He said, Lance, he said, the last 15, 16 shows, he said, we're bringing Carol's car. He said, you know, I haven't even had mine out of the garage. Well, you know me. I owed Carol a trophy because I had made a mistake. I know it's hard to believe that I made a mistake, but I did. I made a mistake one day. She was a best convertible at Super Cruise. That was back in March.
Yeah.
And I told them about it. I said, I'm sorry, you know, how the notes got written, it got overlooked. Well, he finally brings his car out. And he said, yeah, he said, I told her, I said, now watch, I'll show you how you get a best of show. Well, at the end of the show, I gave her a trophy for her Cutlass that wasn't even there. It was a best convertible. And I told everybody what I was doing so that nobody would be hollering, hey, he's giving a trophy to a car that isn't here. I owed it to her. It wasn't like she won it that night. But he just looked up at me when I did that, and he went,
can't win.
Like, she's getting a trophy when we didn't even bring her car? Huh?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? Anyway, he laughed, and we just had a good time with it. But both of those cars, that Caballero he's got is very nice, too. Yeah. Very well done. Yep. You know, I'll tell you,
kind of rare. You don't see El Caminos a lot of.
No.
Terry Lewis's dad has got one, a diesel. Powered
no
one.
kidding. A diesel?
Yeah.
Wow.
Caballero. Very, very rare.
Wow. Yeah. And that's the way it came?
That's the way it came.
No kidding.
He ordered it that way.
Well, I'm going to be turning over the show to Mr. Mergens because I want him to talk about, Gus, if you'll come in on this over here, and Bill's going to explain what this is. It's the new idea, Bill's baby.
Cruisin' Business Network. This is something that I keep saying I'm going to do, and we don't do it, and so We got it started last week. You're going to get an email here in the next day or so talking about it. But the idea behind it is that, you know, there's a lot of cruisers out there that have a lot of businesses. I mean, just very quickly, Lance and I put together about 35, 40 people.
Yeah.
And we're going to do it. We're going to put this on the website. Right now, they're not categorized yet. So if you're looking for something, but there's a lot of people out there who are cruisers that have businesses, you know. And what better person to go to than that person?
Yeah.
And I think that's really going to be the whole key to it.
But these are all people that are involved with us, with the cars.
Yeah.
With the car hobby, or they are providing a service to the car guys.
Right.
Right. We want to. There is a little bit of distinction between the two.
Right.
It's here. How many people know that Bill's in real estate?
Right.
How many people knew that Bill Samuels is a painter, house painter?
Right.
We've got plumbers, we've got electricians, we've got all kinds, air conditioning guys, all kinds of people out there that if we do business with each other, then we are going to help each other through
And the
this.
theory behind this is we're going to do this. It's not going to be, if you want to put an ad in there, it's your option. It doesn't cost anything.
It's a free service.
Yeah. Just something to get the word out. Now, at the same time, we're going to try and get it to go to a little bit higher level as quick as we can, and we may then go to some specialized ads like a quarter page or half page. If somebody says, hey, I'd like to do a half-page ad, they're going to pay a nominal fee to do that. And we'll put that money back into the technology to advertise it.
This is not, first of all, like we talked about, this is not a Cruising to the Hop thing. It's not a Collector Cars TV thing.
Yeah, any club, anybody.
Clubs, businesses, organizations, anybody that has anything to do with the car.
Up and down the coast, Tampa to Fort Myers.
We want everybody to get involved because I know I would rather deal with. And how many times do we get the phone calls? Anybody in the club that's a plumber or this or that, you know? And Mark, he's going to need a guy who does paint work real cheap.
There you go.
Real cheap.
Automotive paint.
Mark, there's this new thing called Krylon.
Well,
Rust-Oleum, huh?
you know what's really funny about the whole thing? The two gentlemen that built my car,
yes,
okay, was the guy who hit me.
Was the guy who hit you.
Man.
I got rear-ended by another gentleman, and when they
then
turned
T-boned.
me,
It was both of them.
He was on the inside. The gentleman that built my car was in another car, was on the inside. I was on the outside.
Smart guy. You got to go back to having another one built.
When the other guy turned me, they all had nowhere to go. And
I love
the
it,
guy
man.
who built it.
I love it. All right, let me tell you where we're going to be over the weekend. We're going to have Friday night at Stefanos. Rick Guy, the owner down there, puts on nice, good food for the people.
food.
Let's put it this way.
Good food.
When we do a car show at a place, if they haven't got good food, people ain't coming.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to say, you know, they're coming to see me, but really they're coming to eat and for the food.
That's the only reason you go.
Why? Listen to this. You can't tell
We
them
don't get
that.
to eat
Oh,
today.
okay.
But anyway, Rick Guy with Stefanos going to be there on State Road 776 Friday night, 5 to 9. Saturday, 2 shows. Classic Car Museum in the morning in Sarasota, corner of US 41 and University Parkway. You got vintage motors, you got the museum, you got all the cars in the parking lot, and you got a lot of shade. You got all that shade under the underhangs and so forth. You got the trees. It's a very nice place, and it's actually one of the better places to do a summer show because you got a lot of shade there. We've got Saturday night going to be at Hooters in Bradenton. Always, you know, lots of fun up there and crazy stuff happening. So that's what we got going. Don't forget, we got the free car corral on my website. So if you're selling a car, get it to me. CBN's going to go. Mark, thanks so much for being on with me. Bill, that's all we got time for, man.
Once again?
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Keep on cruising.
Folks, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next week. God bless.